Morning Glory with Barry Upton and friends.
Come on, get up, get out, and get moving. Come on, get up, get out, and let's do it. Come on, get up, get out, and start grooving. Juggling around to the sound of music.
Okay, welcome back to MGTV and Morning Glory simultaneously, and I've decided to confuse everybody by wearing this lovely shirt that Tyrone's bought for me, one of his golf shirts, and it actually, they're very nice, aren't they? It does feel very light and very comfortable. So, right, today's golf tip, everybody looks forward to this all week on the radio because they just like to see how I'm going to try and describe what it is you're doing on the radio. For viewers of MGTV, no problem, you can just watch it. So take it away, Tyrone. What are we going to do?
So today we're actually going to talk about how we're going to try to follow through the ball. So like you said, in tennis, you also have a follow through.
Yes.
You do as
Yeah, I understand that, yeah.
So now, to basically start this off, the most important thing in golf, what does every golfer want to do? He wants to be able to hit.
He wants to win a lot of money.
Yeah, very true. But what also is very important is that everybody wants to be able to hit his golf ball to a certain target. Right. So what we've talked about, we have our target line, which I put this little orange line down there, which is also very, very important about your follow through. You try to swing your golf club down the target line. If that's not going to happen, the ball's never going to end up at your target, to be quite fair. All right. So now today I'm trying to take it away, and I'll show you what we need to pay attention to when we follow.
Okay, now for those of you that are listening, a follow through, as I understand it, it's not just a question of just hitting the ball. It's how you deal with the swing after you've hit the ball, which is in tennis is just as important as leading up to hitting the ball. Is that the same thing?
Very correct. Very correct. I mean, you got to think like you want to try to move a ball forward. So just hitting at the ball is something a lot of people do, and then they never follow through, so they hit bad shots a lot. And the golf swing is the ball is just in your way, and you just want to do your swing, pass that golf ball down to your target line, and the ball's pretty much going to end up there if you do that.
Yeah. Because it's actually a movement, isn't it? It's like we were talking last week about the rhythm, the 1-2 with the putting. It's a rhythm thing, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just a fluid chain reaction, you know. And that's very, very important that you got to try to pay attention to that. You always try to finish your swing, not just stop it just after when you hit it
through. Yeah. Okay, you're going to demonstrate.
Yes, I am.
Okay, take it away, and I'll for the benefit of 96 FM listeners, I will try and explain what it is that Tyrone is doing.
All right. So now, always get back to your basic dress and everything.
So he's in his original position with his holding the club in the correct way. And are you going to?
I'm actually going to move.
Twist your torso.
Yeah, more or less. I'm just going to show a little bit how the backswing look like. So it's all about when we come down from our backswing through the ball to our target. So that's what I'm going to show you.
Okay, right. So he's
go about here, and then obviously
in the L position with the club. Yes, I was listening. See,
good.
Yeah.
So now we try to shift our weight back to our left foot.
Weight to the left foot.
Yeah. So now when we impact the ball, we want to feel like that we have more weight on our left than back on the right. It's very important so that you try to feel when you go through the ball, try to shift your weight forward, keeping your head behind. And as you can see, when I hit the ball, my club tries to extend down that orange line.
See that? You're following through on one straight line, basically.
My target line again.
Yeah, yeah.
And after this is done, follow out, I keep on turning, and my arms, as you can see, they try to finish as well, also in a more or less extended version. Like version. So now after this, I can't do it here. Then we're going to finish the swing.
Right. So there's something you've really got to practice and practice, isn't it? To get into that kind of rhythm of doing it, so you almost don't even have to think about it.
No, and it's also in the golf swing. It's all a chain reaction. So it has to be. If the backswing is bad, the downswing will be bad. You know, if the downswing will be bad, the follow through will be bad. So it's all about getting every single part done to actually be able to do this, you know.
And it's the same with tennis. It's preparation before the shot. Is that the same thing with golf?
Well, okay, in tennis it's a bit, I would say, yeah, you've got the position and everything with the address position, which is very, very important. But in tennis I would even say that it's a bit more in golf, because you really gotta, there's a moving obstacle coming. So you always gotta think in advance where you wanna
That's the difference,
stand.
yeah.
Well, that's
so you've got a static ball there, and you've basically got to. It's the first part of the swing before you hit the ball, the second part of the swing after you hit the ball, and both bits are just as important. I think that's the message, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. So really pay attention to trying to feel when you get through the ball. Shift your weight to the left leg. Keep your head behind and extend your arms and your club down your target line, keeping your head behind. So that's going to really improve your strokes and trying to make straighter golf shots for you.
Fantastic. Now, if anybody wants some personal tuition from you, where do they come?
Well, personal tuition, you can come to TPR Golf Academy up on Sukhumvit, opposite Underwater World. I'll be there all day, so or give me a day in advance. Just give me a call if you want to come up, and I can schedule anything.
Fantastic. Thanks, Tyrone, and we'll look forward to seeing you again next week with some more golf tips. Lovely stuff. All right, now. Okay, it's Medical Matters time now with Gavin from Payatai Sirasha Hospital, wearing a very lovely jacket there. It's very nice. Where did you get that?
Well, it is coming in the winter now, you know. You shouldn't be parading around in short sleeves.
I can feel, I must get my winter drawers on. Okay, what are we talking about today then?
Okay, first of all, as always, it's good to be here. Yeah, Barry. And today we're going to talk about something we actually haven't broached on before, is skin conditions, skin complaints.
Yeah.
Skin complaints.
Which a lot of people have.
Sure, a lot of people have it.
A lot of people spend a lot of money.
They do spend a lot of money on cosmetic. Well, that's more for cosmetic things, but a lot of people do have genuine skin complaints, skin problems. Actually, the skin is the largest organ in the body.
Wow.
It weighs between 6 to 9 pounds, depending on the size and the weight of the person, and probably covers around 2.2 square yards in the body.
Right. So I think the skin is my third favourite organ of the body. Yeah.
Well, it is the most visible organ, of course, because it's on show all the time. Yeah, it's actually on show. But
so what's the most common skin complaint?
The most common skin complaints are, there are various skin complaints, of course, but probably the most common 4 skin complaints are dermatitis, eczema, psoriasis, and of course skin cancer.
Okay, now what about the floods at the moment? And there's going to be a lot of people with skin conditions after that, isn't there? If they don't look after themselves because of the filth and stuff, they're wading around in dirty water.
Sure, of course, if you've got open wounds and stuff like that, of course, dirty water is going to contaminate it. But actually, most skin conditions come from, a lot of them are hereditary. They're passed down through families and stuff like that. Psoriasis and eczema. The good thing about most of these skin conditions is you actually can't contract them from anybody else. The main ones. It's a lot of them are psychological as well.
Okay, now what can we do about it?
What can we do about it? Well, there's a lot of good treatments available at the moment, of course. Most treatment, well, the first thing is if you think you're suffering from a skin condition, something that's going on for a long time. I mean, we all occasionally get like flaky skin and itchies and stuff like that. Yeah. But usually they go away after a few days and they don't come back again. It's the big ones like dermatitis, eczema, and psoriasis is a pretty nasty one. I remember a friend back in Scotland who had it, and it really affected him. Because not only is it physical, because it's visible, it can be psychological as well. It doesn't look very nice, so it affects the person, how they feel about themselves. Nowadays there's a lot of treatments available. We can control it, even though we can't completely psoriasis, we can't cure it obviously, but we can control it. A lot of good drugs available, antifungal medicine, antibacterial medicine, antiviral medicines are available, and there's a lot of good creams and ointments which are actually steroid based, but are really good for cleaning up particularly nasty skin conditions.
Okay, so what should we particularly be looking for if we think that we might have a skin condition?
Oh well, most of it is obvious. It is obvious. Yeah, it starts with. The skin actually protects the body.
But what about blotches and things like this? Yeah.
Sure. The skin actually protects the body from bacteria and viruses. But once it gets on the skin and the skin can't clear it itself, then you do develop red patches, itchy patches. This can develop into swelling, and a lot of itchiness, inflamed, and then the skin will actually break open, as in psoriasis, which is a pretty nasty thing.
Yeah.
Especially at the elbows and the knees and various other areas in the body. It starts to weep, which is it's pretty nasty. First thing you've got to do is get yourself to a doctor. Get yourself to a good dermatologist. Don't go to an ordinary doctor, because he's just going to send you a dermatologist anyway.
Right, okay, you need a specialist.
Sure, you got to go straight to don't try and treat it by yourself, because you could actually making the symptoms worse.
Right.
You got to go and speak to a dermatologist who knows exactly what they're talking about. They'll diagnose what's causing it, and they will give you the best course of treatment possible.
Good advice there from Gavin at from Pyatai Sriracha Hospital, just up the road now.
Just up the road, and at Pyatai Sriracha Hospital we have a well set up skin and cosmetics centre. We have about 6 full-time dermatologists. They all have different specialities. So if anybody is worried about any skin condition, they may know what they have, they may not know what they have, then come along and get it sorted out, because there is treatment available.
Yes. And if you want to get in contact with Gavin through Pattaya People website?
Yeah, please contact Pattaya People. I always get people calling up weekly. This is Gav, we didn't catch your telephone number, but you can always contact Pattaya People and they'll put you in touch with me. Thank you.
Right, I know there's a lot of people who want Gav's telephone number, but that's another story. All right, thanks, Gav. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.
I paid that money back, you know.
Okay, we've got one other special guest with us tonight, and or today, I should say, this morning, whenever it is during the day that you're watching this. This is Av from Indian by Nature. Nice to have you with us. And if anyone has been to Indian by Nature, they'll know that it's very classic Indian food that you cook there, isn't it? Tell us a little bit about the place.
Well, it's a fine dining Indian restaurant, and we serve up traditional Indian dishes. But the plating of the food is more contemporary and modern. And the ingredients used in the restaurant are of the freshest and healthiest kind.
Yeah. It's a very nice restaurant indeed. And you're quite well known now for producing these cookbooks.
Yes.
You have one there? Yeah?
Yes, Confluence.
Yeah.
It's a tribute to our heritage, actually, and the name Confluence is because it's a merging of two
just hold
cultures.
it up for the cameras there. That's good. There you go. Looks a lovely package.
Don't know where the camera is. Oh, there. Okay.
That one will do.
All right.
There you go. Yeah, it's very nice packaged, and I know you've put a lot of effort into this, haven't you?
Yes, it took about 2 years
Yeah.
before it actually got compiled and printed.
Yeah. Now you've got something very special coming up. What's that that's happening?
We have a Diwali dinner on the 22nd of October. As many people know, Diwali is the festival of lights, and we have a buffet special which goes at about 2,000 plus for 2 people, and we have a classical Indian dancing. The dancer comes in from Bangkok, and on the 23rd we have a hangover brunch, which is going for only 450 plus, and with free flow food. So everybody welcome.
Excellent. So if you've not tried Indian by Nature, you really should go up and go and meet Av and all the lovely staff. And it's a very beautiful restaurant. Very nice.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thanks for coming in. Thanks to Av, thanks to Gavin, thanks to Tyrone, thanks to Rose. What a packed show it's been. We'll see you tomorrow with Terry Howard. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye.